Hey everybody, this is Tony, Tainted Lord 87, and I have a small little collection update. I know it's been a while since my last video, but I decided to do a smaller collection update and show off some CDs that I picked up recently. And hopefully everyone enjoys it, and let's go ahead and get started. The first three CDs are from the same band. The first one is the new album from the Acacia Strain. You are safe from God Hill. Yeah, the new album by the Acacia Strain. You are safe from God Hill. Now, the Acacia Strain are a band that I've always known about. I always heard about them, but only recently this year that I started to really pay attention to this band because I honestly just blind bought the new album because I've always known about this band and I decided to just be like, what the hell, let's check them out. And boy, was I missing out. This is just some fierce, angry, aggressive, in your face deathcore. Like the riffs are heavy and aggressive, the vocals are just absolutely deranged and maniacal, and the drums are just absolutely pummeling. This is just a heavy, heavy, aggressive deathcore album, and I'm just kind of like kicking myself in the ass why I never checked the Acacia Strain before. But better late than never. And yeah, the new one by the Acacia Strain, You Are Safe from God Here, is just a absolutely devastating release and one of the best albums to come out of 2025. And I really enjoy this one, so I'm really glad to blindly pick this up because this album kicks ass. So yeah, the Acacia Strain, You Are Safe from God Hill, just an absolutely punishing album and one of the best to come out this year. Really good stuff. Okay, the next two CDs are from the same band, and these two are actually double albums from the Acacia Strain. The first one is Step Into the Light, and the second one is Failure Will Follow. I'll talk about the first one first. And Step Into the Light is just another really solid release from the Acacia Strain. It's a very short but straight to the point, punishing, aggressive deathcore that the Acacia Strain has always been known for. Very heavy, aggressive, and just crushingly heavy. Even though the songs are really short and it's not a long album, this album just delivers in giving you some aggressive, in your face deathcore, and it's just a really, really excellent release. So yeah, Step Into the Light by the Acacia Strain is just a absolutely monstrous album, and definitely a good album to check out. So yeah, that's the Acacia Strain. Step Into the Light. Really good stuff. And the second one of the double album is the Acacia Strain. Failure Will Follow. Now this album only has three songs, but all three of them are like really long, like up to the 10-minute mark, with the second song being up to 16 minutes. And this is completely different than what the Acacia Strain are known for. This is a very experimental album where they don't even sound like a deathcore band on this album. In fact, they they really delve into the more sludge metal, doom metal aspect, and you can totally tell they were experimenting with that sound on this album. And for the most part, I think they succeeded. For being a straight up sludge metal, doom metal album, this album feels very caustic, hostile, and just has a filthy sense of uneasiness. It's like you're being lowered to the pits of hell as you continue listening to this album. And the second song, Bog Walker, actually actually sounds like a stoner metal song as well. So they also experiment with stoner metal as well, which is also really good and the longest song on this album. So yeah, this took me by surprise. I honestly expected this to be like deathcore, but clearly it isn't. It's a sludge metal, doom metal, stoner metal experiment that I think they succeeded on. So yeah, the Acacia Strain's Failure Will Follow is just an excellent album and a good companion to step into the light. Really good stuff you want. Really good stuff if you want to hear a different side of the Acacia Strain. So yeah, this will be Failure Will Follow by the Acacia Strain. A really excellent experiment that succeeded, in my opinion. Okay, next up, the next one I'm going to show off is the Deftones' latest album, Private Music. Now, the Deftones, when it comes to the Deftones, I'm only familiar with the early stuff, um, like White Pony, Around the Fall, and the self-titled album. But I'm slowly been getting into the more later albums, such as Diamond Eyes by Deftones. And Private Music by Deftones is just an excellent album. Basically, it's Deftones doing what they do best, playing some heavy, almost aggressive form of alternative metal with some, well, maybe not alternative metal, but more like alternative rock with some shoegazy moments, and definitely have a sense of um dreamlike atmosphere on this album when I listen to it. And Chino's vocals definitely adds a sense of tranquility and fantasy like um experience, at least to my ears. So yeah, so I'm not sure how well I'm describing this album, but this is just personally how I felt when I was listening to Deftones' Private Music. It's just a really good alternative rock album with some shoegazy, almost psychedelic moments here and there, at least to me, and definitely feels like a dream, like fantasy when I listen to this album. As strange as strange as that sounds, that's honestly how I felt when I was listening to this. But overall, this is just a really excellent release by Deftones, and Private Music is definitely one of the best albums to come out this year, in my opinion. So yeah, this is the Deftones Private Music. Really good stuff. Okay, next up is Amorphous in the new album Borderland. Now, initially, I was a bit disappointed with this album because I feel like they haven't really progressed as much, and I just felt like Amorphous was playing it safe with the new album Borderland. Like, musically, I don't feel like it's a drastic change from the previous album, but the more I listen to it, the more I've grown to really accept this album for what it is, as playing some sort of melodic heavy metal album with some really great vocals that range from being angry and aggressive or beautiful and melodic. And this album does have some excellent riffs on here as well. Yeah, so yeah, if so yeah, this album slowly changed my opinion on this album. Yeah, this album slowly changed my opinion on this album, and why I think this album could have, you know, shown more progression, show something different, and then felt like, I don't know, the same formula they've been doing for the past 2 or 3 albums. I still think it is a good album now. I think Amorphous fans will dig this album and totally know what to expect from this album. So yeah, in my opinion, this album definitely won me over the more time I listened to it. So yeah, Amorphous Borderland. A solid album to come out this year. And the last CD that I picked up recently is Dream Evil's latest album, Metal Gods. Now with Dream Evil, you can expect um, some fist pumping heavy metal that makes you feel like you're a badass warrior about to slay your enemies. Like this album has riffs, solos, and just has this triumphant heavy metal sound that makes you feel like you're a walking badass. And while it may be cheesy at some parts, I think this is just a solid heavy metal album from Dream Evil, and Metal Gods is just a solid heavy metal album overall that makes you feel like you're a triumphant badass. Really good stuff, and I'm glad to pick up more from Dream Evil. So, yeah, Metal Gods is just an awesome, excellent heavy metal album with some power metal thrown in as well. So, really good stuff. And that's everyone. That's my small little collection update. Let me know what you think, and hopefully everyone enjoys it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time, whenever that happens.